Guys, I'm just popping on here just to make a quick video because this subject is just angering me now, absolutely angering me. Um, so I'd seen an article that had basically said Edinburgh, I knew Glasgow, it had been like a sanctuary city. I didn't know Edinburgh. Now Edinburgh's the area where I live, and I'll be honest, I've started like we all know like about the migrant issue and stuff in the UK, but I didn't notice it in my area. It wasn't noticeable. Obviously we've got different races and stuff that live in Scotland, but it's not noticeable. It wasn't like totally noticeable. But what I have been noticing is our council starting to put migrants in. They're not, and it's not the reason why it's noticeable is they're not putting them out into different pockets of the community. There seem to be like adding them into one certain pocket of an area, and that's where they're all kind of congregating. I went into my local pharmacy 2 days ago, and I swear on Jesus on this, I'm not lying. Me and the pharmacist were the only Scottish person in there. There was around 15 people in there, and all of them were Middle Eastern men. There was me. I felt so intimidated. The only reason I felt kind of okay is because there was a male guy behind the desk. And there's a few females in the back, but the guy was the one serving these people. And it just felt uncomfortable. I was felt stared at. It was just really uncomfortable, and I just wanted to leave. So I ended up not even picking up my prescription. So I have been starting to notice big time, big time. I've noticed because a HMO has now popped up across the street from me, and the rubbish um, is unbelievable. I saw what I thought was a hedgehog the other day. It wasn't. It was a rat. I've seen a 60-inch plasma TV going into the house. I've seen new couches, beds, all the trimmings. I've seen Sky out setting a satellite dish on the house so they can obviously get their daily dose of Al Jazeera or Real Housewives of Afghanistan. It is absolutely infuriating, and now I don't feel safe anymore. Like I like staying here. I don't know if like people, I've said that on my channel a few times, but my house has got asbestos at the moment, so I've been like renting somewhere else, and I was considering just maybe keeping renting this house. And now absolutely not, because I like the reason I was thinking about keeping it. It's a bit bigger than what my house is. I like the vibe inside the house. It's got just such a lovely vibe, and but now, no, absolutely not. There's no way. I don't feel safe at all. I find myself constantly, about 3 or 4 times a day, going and checking if the back and front doors are locked. Um, I've found like we can like snip shut our gate and stuff, and I've found it open. I've seen guys standing about at night, and it's not great. Like I never used to shut my curtains and stuff at night. Now they're all shut, all of them shut. Surrounding the house I'm in, there is, let me just count, one, two, three, four, five migrant houses, and out of, let me just count the houses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 houses. Five of them are migrant houses. This is a joke. Next door is empty. I see the council in and out of there, taking stuff in. And now I'm getting worried. Are they going to add more in there now? I don't want to stay here. I don't want to stay. I want to get my house sorted and just get the hell out of here. And then to find out the reason why this is happening is because They've made Edinburgh a sanctuary city. It's official member of the UK-wide City of Sanctuary network, which focuses on building a culture of hospitality, inclusion, safety for refugees, asylum seekers and migrants. What about the safety for us? I don't give a fuck about the safety of refugees and migrants and stuff. I'm wanting to the safety of my people in Scotland. It's absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. And this is the kind of like video that you could probably get the police trapping at your door. But see, at this point, I don't give a shit. And I'm sorry I'm swearing, but I shouldn't be swearing. But I'm so incensed by this that I don't even know how to get my anger out just without giving it a whole Scottish good swear, you know. So the council commitment actively promotes inclusion through initiatives like the Edinburgh is our home. Edinburgh's the Scottish people's home. The Scottish people's. Anyway, they say the first higher education institution in Scotland to be recognised as a University of Sanctuary. What the fuck's a University of Sanctuary? What's that? What, they're going to like add asylum seekers into the university? A University of Sanctuary, really? Okay. And had its status officially renewed to recognise its ongoing support for at-risk scholars, which basically means you're getting the Gazans. That's what that basically means. Fuck you, Edinburgh, you're getting the fucking radical Gazans. That's exactly what that means. Community support. The grassroots network connects citywide initiatives to provide online guides, support services, and dedicate community integration programs. I don't see any integration going about here. None whatsoever. Where was the bit that I saw where it said that they built Scotland? Let me see. Because that was the bit that incensed me a bit more than much. Edinburgh is literally over 1,000 year old. The buildings in Edinburgh are old. In our area, we've got prehistoric. In my area, Scotland, we've got prehistoric sites that are the oldest in the UK. But we're being told, like, it's in, I need to find it. City sanctuary means the city committed to a culture of welcome, solidarity and social support that differs from the legal definition of a sanctuary city in the United States. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Where local governments explicitly limit cooperation with federal whatever. Would you like to know more about local support for refugees in Edinburgh? No, I want them fucking gone from Edinburgh. Or are you looking for details on how to apply to the University of Sanctuary? The university, where the fuck is the university? I'm so sorry for swearing, but they literally changed the University of Edinburgh to the University fucking Sanctuary. And it went on to say, like, yeah, the migrants, like, we need to take them in because they helped build Scotland. No, they didn't. No, they fucking didn't. We built Scotland. My ancestors built Scotland. These fuckers have just landed here. How did their ancestors build Scotland? They've just landed here on a boat. Or been evacuated or brought from bloody radical Gaza. How did they build Scotland? Did they, I don't know, stack their dinghies up and make a tower block? I don't know. But apparently they built Scotland as well. What a bunch of bullshit. And to have, like, a sanctuary city in the Edinburgh University, the University of Sanctuary, which is basically like AKA for you're getting radical you're getting radicals from war-torn places. And I swear to God, like, our city is so beautiful and so old. To see it changing is just, And you know when things like that change, what's going to come along? It's going to be like any large city down in England. Crime, knife crime. Um, we're already on the hit list for one of the UK's the most a dangerous country to go to. We've got travel warnings from other countries. Never thought I'd see that. And yeah. So I guess that's Edinburgh fucked, isn't it? That's Edinburgh fucked. They're already starting to bring in a law where you cannot stand in a bar and have a drink. In some areas, you can't even have a drink. Why do you ask? Oh, because it offends the religion of peace. The religion ain't no fucking fun ever. That's what it is. Offends the religion of peace. And now we can't even stand in the pub, a good Scottish pastime, to have a drink. We're famous for our whiskey. Not even allowed to drink it. Unbloody believable. Unbelievable. I saw the state of Glasgow a few years ago and I did say to myself, I hope and pray Edinburgh doesn't come like a shithole like this. Because I honestly felt bad for Glasgow because I loved Glasgow. Glasgow had a great nightlife. The people in Glasgow are amazing. They're amazing people. Very friendly and helpful. And really funny. All really funny people, the Glaswegians. But I did think to myself, oh, I pray to God, that we don't end up like little Baghdad, like Glasgow's turned into. And we've just turned into like little fucking Somalia, though. I'm sorry I've swore so much. I truly am. I was asked for repentance later. God must understand how absolutely furious it is to find out about this news. We have, I mean, recently we've got in Scotland. I sent my friend this. We've got a church in Scotland that has the only crusade bell left in it in the entire world. It's got two of them. It's the only two of these church bells with the crusade things on it. I was going to do a video on it. It's absolutely fascinating. Do you know what happened to it? Migrants set it on fire. A church that is over 1,000 years old, with these bells in it that are literally priceless, that are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old, with a family, with family names and stuff that all served in like the crusade and stuff. Regardless of your feelings of that, it happened and it's history. But then the migrants, like they do with the English flag, they get incensed because of the Crusades, don't they? So they must have got incensed because we have Crusade bells and they tried to literally destroy them. I'm sick of hearing about churches being burned. I'm just sick of it all. I'm sick of it all. And then we've got that dick that's the new Prime Minister saying, oh, we won't even be able to get a handle on the migrant issue till 2029. Meanwhile, we're obviously bringing more of them in. He's obviously sneaking these fuckers in. He's sneaking them in. Because I'll tell you why I know he's sneaking them in. Because when you see the boats and stuff like that, you tend to see a lot of mainly like Middle Eastern, Syrian, Afghanis and stuff like that. And granted, yeah, we've got a lot of them here. But what I'm seeing here is a lot of Somalians. A lot of them. And I'm like, when the fuck did all these Somalians get here? Because I've never seen Somalians about my area before. Never, ever, ever. There could have been one or two sprinkled around here or there. Who cares? Nobody cares. But when it's literally changing the demographic of your country, it's noticeable. It's noticeable. So I'm sitting thinking, when the hell did the Somalians get here? And I'm thinking, there's no way, like, these people, like, there's no way, like, all of a sudden, thousands of people from Somalia just jumped on a big boat or something and then got down to England. They've obviously been sneaking these fuckers here. They've got to be sneaking them here without Arnold, so I can't be sure of that. I have to say that. But I look at the guys not on the boats, and they don't look like any of the ones that are around me. Maybe I'm missing a few boats. After all, they do try and sneak them in as well, don't they? But it's all men. I don't have a problem. There's actually a lovely immigrant family, just down the road from me, a Nigerian family, a Christian Nigerian family, and I got speaking to the mum, and she told me her story and stuff, and it was heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. Her husband had been murdered, and it was awful, and she's had to flee here with her 4 kids and stuff, and that help you don't mind. And I see her every Sunday. She gets her beautiful headdress on and her clothes, and her kids are all dressed, and off she trots to church. She's a better churchgoer than bloody most of the Christians in Scotland. God's fearing woman, and such a lovely person. She'll always stop and talk, and just a genuinely, that's the kind of migrants I wouldn't mind, like, migrants like that. I truly wouldn't. But these are men. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I thought, like, I seen, like, all the houses, like, springing up around here and migrants in them. Honestly, I did the double take, like, 2 weeks ago, because I'm, like, looking in the window and I'm like, is that more migrants in this other house? Because it was empty before. All the houses here, they seem to be moving people out for some reason and putting migrants in them. But I'm like, that can't be migrants. Maybe that's just a really. And I'm looking and I'm thinking, huh. And then I'm looking more in the window and I'm like, counting, eh? And I'm like, one. And then they all started screaming out in the garden. I'm like, one, two, three, four, five, six. Six of them. Six of them in this little 2.5 bedroom house. Six of them. Across the road, there's five. I am pissed off. Pissed off beyond belief. I'm going to go now because I've got something to do, but I might do a live about this later. Anyway, I love y'all. Bye.